Hi, I'm Sydney.
Christy.
And we're the Cooking Cousins.
Today we're making our famous homemade meatballs recipe. This is inspired by our nanas, my mother-in-law, my mom. We all make meatball recipes, but they're all different, but this is our favorite, right?
Yeah, this is our favorite rendition on the traditional meatball. So what we have in here is just a pound of ground beef and a pound of pork. You can mix anything you want, whatever your favorite meat is, so we like to mix them both together.
Yeah, like chicken you can do, and or turkey. Veal's really good too.
Veal's good as well.
This is our favorite.
So
Make sure it's at room temperature.
Yeah, room temperature for sure. Especially because you're going to get your hands in there, and it's quite chilly on your hands.
Okay, so we're going to start with breadcrumbs. These are just unseasoned Italian breadcrumbs. We're going to add 1 cup of those in there.
Because we're making 2 batches, so if you just make 1 package, you're going to reduce all the ingredients by half.
Right.
Okay, so we're just going to get that mixing up. Now it's nice and cold on my hands.
It's cold, so make sure it's really like out of the fridge for a little bit.
So,
okay, good. Now we're going to add eggs. We have 2 eggs. Whole eggs just right in. Perfect. Just keep them moist. It's like very
make sure you wash your hands before.
Yes. And all the jewelry is off too.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Ooh.
Good?
Perfect.
Perfect. We're going to add a little bit of garlic powder to that, so just sprinkle in about a tablespoon or so of garlic powder. I'm also going to get some salt and pepper while these mixing.
Salt and pepper, yep. It smells delicious.
Just season the meat.
All the flavors combining, but your hands get really cold.
Yeah, it's cold.
So that was some pepper, about a teaspoon of pepper.
And a little bit less salt. We're just going to sprinkle in salt. Perfect. And what we did was we just made our tomato sauce that we always make. We'll put the link below, but it is on our site. We're going to add those meatballs into our marinara spaghetti sauce.
It's cold. We let them cook in there, and it flavors the sauce as well. So good.
If you didn't want to add it to sauce, you could just put them on a baking dish and even bake them. You can add them with sweet and sour sauce or barbecue sauce.
You could also fry them.
Yeah, just really good frying them.
They're so delicious. You can serve them as an appetizer too. So if you want to have marinara on the side and dip them in.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Once you fry them, it's good. So we're going to add the cheese now.
Cheese, Romano.
A cup of Romano cheese. It binds the meat together. And we can also add the parsley.
Parsley and a little bit of fresh basil.
So now if you don't have fresh parsley or basil, dried is fine.
Yeah, but fresh is perfect.
Yeah, fresh gives a good color and flavor as well. So it'd be about a teaspoon or a tablespoon of fresh parsley and the same, or dry parsley, and the same with basil. And
this is our special ingredient, so you need this in it, or the meatballs will be really dry. So we use a cup of milk or water. We may not use the whole thing. It just depends. You want your mixture to be really, really wet. Yeah. It sounds weird, but really wet. This just makes your meatballs like mouth watering and not dry. Sometimes you taste them really dry. Yeah. Really moist. So we're going to slowly add them in, and we'll show the consistency that you're looking for. But normally we would say it's about a cup.
So that's about half a cup that we've added so far.
So we're going to mix it together, and then we still need a little bit more.
Yeah. So it seems like it's too wet, but that's okay.
Yeah. You want it really moist, because they just break apart in your mouth then like that, and it makes sense.
So you don't want to overmix the meat either.
So we're just going to use a little bit more. So we just use like almost a whole cup, or a fourth a cup less of a whole cup. So just depending on, how much cheese you added or how much
this is like the perfect consistency now.
Right, so you can just see how it's
nice and
you can see, but it's really moist. So just make sure it's, obviously the water's not dripping out of our hands, but it's moist, right?
Perfect. Good. These look great.
So now start
all of our
kneading
ingredients. Just grab a little, almost teaspoon.
Make little ones.
We're going to make mini ones today. So teaspoon in.
Roll it.
Roll it in the palm of your hand.
Place it in our baking dish.
And place. And look how easy and simple that was, and they look so pretty.
This probably takes practice too, but it's easy once you do it a couple times.
Just roll
it. So after we do this, we're just going to slowly add it to our sauce. They're going to cook for about an hour on medium-low heat.
It's
going to create a nice meat sauce.
Oh, the sauce is delicious. Now, if not, we would just bake them at about 350.
Yeah, you can freeze them like this too. So if you don't want to use these all, you can also freeze them. They're good in soup. We make a lot of soup.
They're delicious.
Yeah, so
delicious in soup.
Perfect. So we're going to keep doing this, and then we'll show you how we add them to our sauce.
Yeah. Also going to do is we're going to save some meatballs. We're having a girls' night on Wednesday. You're going to skewer them with a wood skewer, and then put them in a margarita glass, so the skewer over top, and then
make sure they're cooked.
You have to cook them first, bake them first, and then the sauce at the center of the margarita glass.
Yeah, and so you just dip your skewer into it's like really cute appetizer. So
we're
bringing some girlfriends over to Sydney, so we'll film that night and we'll show you how we use this recipe in so many different food ideas.
So look how many already. We haven't even made a dent into the meat.
We're making a lot of meatballs.
We're making tons, especially because they're mini. You can make jumbo ones, any size that you want.
Oh, another good meal idea is meatball. My husband loves meatball subs, so
yeah, that was my brother.
Sauce, a nice bun. You got cheese, and these.
So we're gonna need another baking sheet. Okay, so now we're ready to add to the sauce. Be careful when you're placing them in, because you don't want it to splash up. The sauce is hot. You're gonna gently plop them in.
And make sure you're not going to stir the sauce too much. Just kind of use your hands and move it back and forth. You don't want to break the meatballs.
Yeah.
They're really delicate.
So you can just do a light stir, but that's about it.
Meatballs are ready.
We're just gonna plate it. So we're gonna
Do another scoop.
pasta on the bottom.
A little bit more. Boys did a lot.
For the boys.
Perfect. Now we're gonna add some sauce on top and our homemade meatballs. Perfect. And lots of sauce. This looks so good.
You can throw a little bit of cheese on top.
Cheese and hot
However
sauce.
you like it.
And it is good to go.
It looks perfect.
Perfect.
What do you think of that, buddy?
Looks good. Hey.
That's steam. Oh, the bomba and the cheese.
What are you eating there in front of you?
My favorite thing,
Let's see if I can zoom
sauce.
in. This is Luke's plate. He's quite excited. This is his favorite meal.
Girls think that's a lot. They think it's a lot. They think
He gets a little
eat it.
hyper when we cook this for
To
him.
me, that's easy. I can eat it, no problem.
Yeah, it's a lot of meatballs.
Cheese.
There's cheese. Here comes the salad.
Oh,
Guys, take a bite. Yeah, you can take a bite. Let us know how it is, though.
Waiting for you guys.
It's okay. We're gonna have a bite after.
Smells good.
Dig in there. It's steaming hot. So you can add bumba and cheese, just like Luke's doing right now.
Cheese first, obviously.
You guys are making me laugh. Bite in there. Get in there. How is it, John? Is it good?
It's very tasty. The meat's very good.
Let's look at Luke. Is so excited. This is his first bite.
I'm so jealous right now.
Lukey, how is it?
Want some cheese?
You gotta get into a meatball.
Beautiful. I love it.
Luke's last bite.
Oh, yeah.
He ate his whole plate.
His whole plate of
Like
pasta.
that full.
It was the most full, and he finished it the fastest.
Luke can eat more pasta than anyone I know. You should challenge him.
All
Challenge.
No one could beat me.
Pasta eater. He can beat anyone.
Yeah, pasta challenge. I'm not good at your
This
tongue.
pasta
Meatballs. Nope.
and meatballs was on a level that only nonnas over 60 can make.
It was good, no?
Yes, amazing.